I'm Little McGriddle, and welcome back to Fairytales for Kids. And we're going back to the classics. One of the very first classics that came out. We're going to be reading Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So I am not going to keep you for too long. So we're going to get right into it. I really hope you are enjoying the stories that I'm doing here on every Friday and all the other games that I'm doing. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's not gonna be too long. Just gonna wait till it downloads. Sorry. Oh, that seems a bit loud. I'm just gonna turn that down low, just so I'm not blasting your eardrums. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. We should be okay with that in a couple of seconds, or maybe a minute or so. Norton's New House. What a great book. That was a really good read. We've got quite a few stories here, but I may have to be putting this on hold because obviously I don't have enough coins to unlock all of these, so it's going to be a while until I do any more of these stories. But there is a couple here that I still have left that we can read. We've got Puss in Boots, Little Red Riding Hood, Goldilocks and Three Bears, Little Red Hen. Oh yeah, that looks pretty much it. I mean, those are the rest of the stories. There's like maybe 4, but for now we're just going to get right into the other story. At this time, I know you're probably annoyed with the automated read, so I may go ahead and just read the story myself. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs by Brothers Grimm. Read it myself. Read it. Birth of Snow White. Moving on. Okay, here we go. This is a problem. I can't see the story. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to move him here. Snow was falling. It covered the place and drifted onto the ebony windowsill where the queen sat at the open window. Wait, here's a good idea. Okay. Where the queen, she sat at her open window, busy at her embroidery. She glanced at the snowflakes and, distracted by their beauty, accidentally pricked her finger. A spot of red blood dropped onto the soft white snow. Oh, how I wish I had a daughter, with hair as black as this ebony windowsill, with lips as red as blood, and with skin as soft and white as nearly fallen snow, she said quietly to herself. By the following summer her wish had come true. The queen held in her arms a beautiful baby princess with hair as black as ebony, lips as red as blood, and a skin as soft and white as newly fallen snow. She named her Snow White, and she grew to be the kindest, prettiest girl in the whole kingdom. Yes, indeed, she did. Ooh.
We
Hello.
have a very beautiful daughter. Her hair is black as the ebony window. Her lips are red as blood, and her skin is as soft and white as the snow.
Yes, sir.
She will be pretty when she grows up.
Well, there's plenty of time for her to grow up. We need to give our baby a name first.
There are a couple of names I can think of, but if we put our heads together, we could come up with a beautiful name for our daughter.
Choose a name for the little princess. Okay. Snow White. We got Snow White. Click it.
Snow White.
Yeah.
Snow White. I love it. Finally, we have found an amazing name for our princess.
Nice. I have to go now. I have a lot of work to do.
All right.
Bye, Mr.
I need
King.
to sew a dress for my baby. She will always wear the prettiest outfits. Can you please play with Snow White until I'm done?
Oh, of course. I'll play. Oh, trumpet. That's not how a trumpet sounds, but okay. Here, I got your rattle. Ah, that's cute. It's adorable. Okay. You want my teddy bear? You want your teddy bear? Ha. Is this a doll over here? Nice, okay. Oh, it's a rocking horse.
Thank you. You are really a good babysitter.
Thank
I
you.
just finished her dress. Let's try it on.
Okay.
Let's try on the blue
Oh.
outfit.
The blue outfit? Here we go. Boop. Boop. Oh, I have to drag it. Okay. What now? You said blue. We're gonna do everything blue. There you go. Wand? No, just kidding. Wait, how would these look? Ah. No, 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 we'll try this. Yeah! Oh, she looks so cute. Okay, is there a hat? What is it? Ooh, wait, we got this. Oh, that looks cute. Okay, there we go. We're done.
Okay, it's time to sleep.
Okay.
Can you help me put the baby in the cradle?
Of course. Tap on the crib. There we go. Oh, she's falling asleep. Tap on the crib again.
Good night.
Yay,
Princess.
she's asleep. What now? Sadly, the queen became ill and died. Sadly, just as the story describes, the king was heartbroken, but after a while he fell under the spell of a very beautiful enchantress, and how jealous, vain, and wicked she was. Every day she would gaze into a magic mirror and ask, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful woman of all?" The mirror would reply, "Of all the women that we've ever seen, you are the most beautiful, dear queen." That made the vain queen happy. Of course it did. Hello. Hi.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest in the world?
Snow
Of
White.
all the women in the
Whoa.
The mirror is broken.
It's because your face
We need to
broke
connect the
'em.
crystals to make the mirror come back to life.
Okay. Go, Crystal. What? I am so confused. Oh no, what is happening? I am matching the crystals. Oh, okay, so is that how that works? Okay. Here we go, did we do it? No, that's not right. Can we move it? No, we can't. Oh, no. Okay. Wait, move you. No. Ah, there we go. We're getting there. Hey. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's terrible. That's not good. Okay. Oh. Is it connected? Did we connect it? Do we need to move? Oh no, this is not good. Did we do it? Oh, I don't think so. Well, we must have. We can't move anything. Or can we move something? No, it looks like we fixed it.
Mirror, mirror.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Who is the most beautiful woman?
You,
Oh.
my queen.
I've been mended, but all my reflections got mixed up. Can you find Snow White among them?
Hell yeah. Find the correct reflection of the princess. Okay.
This is Cinderella. She is kind and hardworking, but she is not in our story.
I'm sorry. You. Oh, I don't want it.
This is the jealous queen. She is more evil than beautiful.
That is true. She is not a very nice lady. There's our little Snow White. Oh, no.
This
There we go.
is Snow White.
Yeah.
Of all the women that were ever seen, Snow White is the fairest, dear queen.
It
Yeah.
is impossible. Huntsman,
Your Majesty.
take Snow White into the forest.
Oh.
Tie her up to a tree and lead her there.
But Your Majesty.
No buts. If you disobey me, you will lose your head.
All right. As you say, Your Majesty.
All right. Okay. Moving on. The queen hated Snow White because she was pretty. And one morning, the magic mirror replied, "Of all the women that we've ever seen, Snow White is the most beautiful, dear queen." This made the queen very jealous. She called for her huntsman take Snow White into the forest and leave her there, tied to a tree. The huntsman was afraid of the queen, and so he set out to do as she had ordered. "Where are you taking me?" asked little Snow White. "To the forest to see the animals," replied the huntsman. When they were deep in the forest, the huntsman turned to Snow White, saying, "The wicked queen wants me to tie you to a tree and leave you there to die. But don't be afraid, I won't harm you." Snow White looked at him with tears in her eyes. "Run away, dear Snow White, and never return," he told her. He then left Snow White alone in the forest and rode back to the palace. Snow White ran far into the forest until night fell. Frightened and tired, she lay down on a bank of sleeping primroses. A family of wild rabbits came and snuggled up to her to keep her warm, and she fell fast asleep. Oh boy. Oh, hello, Mr. Huntsman.
I'm so sorry, Snow White. I'll be leaving you here.
Right.
Don't return to the palace, or the Queen will punish both of us.
Goodbye, and thank you for sparing me. Now I'm alone in this deep and dark forest. How do I get out of here?
I will help you get out of this thicket.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Ah.
I can't see anyone.
It's a
Can
rabbit.
you see anybody?
Yes, look down. Look down. It's very
Where should I go
easy.
next? I know the way. Follow me.
Oh, Mr. Squirrel.
So, where should I go now?
I'll take you to the kind dwarfs. Their house isn't far away.
Ah. Yay. Here we go.
This is a cottage. I hope someone could help me there. I want to thank the animals for their help. Can you help me find the animals?
Boop.
Thank you very much, dear.
My pleasure, Snow White.
Ah. Here we go.
Thank you so much, Squirrel. I'm always happy to help. Thank you very much, Rabbit.
You are welcome, Snow White.
And thank you, kids, for helping me.
You're welcome. In the light of the morning, she saw a little cottage nestling among the trees. Smoke was puffing from the chimney, and a narrow path led to a tiny oak door. "I wonder who lives here," she thought. She knocked lightly. Knock, knock. No one answered, but the tiny oak door swung open, and Snow White entered. "Hello, is anybody home?" she called. The room was empty and silent, except for the crackling of the little fire. She looked around and saw how small everything was. There were even 7 little chairs around a small oak table, laid with 7 small mugs, 7 tiny plates, and 7 small loaves of bread. "How sweet," she said to herself. "This must be the home of 7 little people." She noticed that the room was untidy, the floor was in need of a sweep, and the fire was almost out. "Maybe they won't mind me staying for a while if I do some cleaning for them," she decided. Then she set out about tidying the hearth and putting more wood on the fire. She dusted and swept and scrubbed until the room looked sparkling clean. Tired and hungry, she sat down in one of the little chairs. "I wondered if they'd mind if I had a little of their bread and water," she thought. Well, no, they won't. They're pretty kind little men. Not wanting to take any one person's portion, she had to sip from each of the 7 mugs of water and a tiny bite from each of the 7 loaves of bread. She then went into the bedroom. Oh no. I exit out of the story. I am so sorry. Okay. And no one panic. I got this. Don't worry. We're going to get right back into the story. Read it to myself. Here we go. We're right here. Small hut of the dwarfs. There we go. Okay. She then went into the bedroom where there were 7 little beds. Again, she set to work tidying and cleaning. After the last bed was straightened and the room was sweet and fresh, she lay down, exhausted, and closed her eyes. It was nearly nighttime. She didn't mean to fall asleep, but she did. If at the time she had looked through the window, she would have seen the owners returning home. This tiny cottage belonged to the 7 dwarfs who worked in the nearby mines, digging for gold. As it happened, Snow White was sound asleep when they returned. The dwarfs came in and noticed how bright and clean everything was. "How strange," said one. "How clean," said another. "How odd, how lovely, how fresh, how cozy," said the others. Someone's been here, said the last. Look, someone has eaten our bread. Oh yeah, they all said together. Who could it be? I think I know, said the smallest of the dwarfs. Look in there. He pointed to the bedroom. The dwarfs crept in and were amazed to find Snow White asleep on one of their beds. How beautiful, said one. How lovely, how sweet, how pretty, how charming, how delightful, said the others. She shouldn't be here, said the last. I'm guessing that would be Grumpy, 'cause, you know, you can recognize who said that. At that moment, Snow White awoke and explained all that had happened to her. The dwarves listened and were horrified as she told the story of how the wicked queen wanted her dead. How terrible, said one. How wicked, how cruel, how heartless, how frightening, how evil, said the others. We must protect Snow White, said the last, and he blew his nose on a big red spotty handkerchief. Yes. Snow White, you are welcome to stay with us for as long as you wish, he said and sniffed as he put his handkerchief back in his pocket. Thank you, oh thank you, replied Snow White happily, and they all joined hands and laughed and danced until they were quite out of breath. So from then onwards, Snow White lived happily with the dwarfs. She helped them cook and clean and was loved and cherished by every one of them.
The 7 dwarfs are kind and hard-working.
They
don't
are.
Have time for housekeeping. We need to clean the cobwebs, sweep the floor, and fix the cabinet door. Can you help me? I guess we can clean the cobwebs first.
All right, tap on the cobweb.
Good job. Now we have to sweep the floor.
Oh, the broom. Oh, the broom's over there. Okay. There we go.
Good for you. The floor is shiny as new. Let's fix the cabinet door.
Where's the cabinet door? Ah, there it is.
Good job. We need to set the table before the dwarves return. Help me set the cutlery. I remember the days in the castle when the maids set the table. Let's see if I can remember how this is done.
I don't know how to set the table. Okay, there we go. We gotta go put a plate in there. And the cutlery? Spoon.
No, the fork has to be on the other side.
But, okay. Oh, alright then. Okay. What is this? Can we have a flower? No? Where do we put this? Ah, that's a napkin, of course. I think we're done. Are we? Ah, well then. That's not supposed to be there. Okay, there we go. We have to change the bowl as well. Change the bowl. Put this there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now the cottage is warm and clean and dinner will be ready soon. I couldn't have done all this by myself. Thank you.
Welcome. Back at the palace, the vain queen gazed into a magic mirror and asked, Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? The mirror replied, Of all the women that they're ever seen, Snow White is the most beautiful, dear queen. The queen was horrified. Snow White? Snow White? That's not possible. Snow White should be dead, she screamed. Snow White is alive and so beautiful that your beauty is in comparison looks quite dull, added the mirror. Oh, shots fired. Okay. At this, the jealous queen turned with green with envy and red with rage. Tell me, mirror, tell me right. Where can I find this beautiful Snow White? She demanded. She was invited by 7 dwarfs to be their guest, and now lives in their cottage. In the deep forest, the mirror replied. The queen had a wicked plan. She covered the rosy side of an apple with a fatal poison and disguised herself as an old peddler woman. Then she set out to find Snow White. She walked up the forest path that led to the dwarf's cottage and knocked on a tiny oak door. The dwarfs had warned Snow White never to open the door to strangers when they were away. so she popped her head through the open window. "Apples for sale, juicy, sweet apples for sale," said the peddler woman. "No, thank you, dear lady," answered Snow White politely. "Oh, please, just buy one from a poor old woman. These are very sweet and tasty. Look." The old woman took a bite from the green side of the apple. "They are perfectly safe to eat," she said, handling Snow White the rosy side of the apple. "Won't you try before you buy, dear girl?" "Well, sadly she will, yes." Snow White looked at the rosy apple and was tempted. She smiled and took a bite. Suddenly the color faded from her rosy cheeks and lips, and she fell to the floor as if dead. The wicked queen gave an evil scream of delight and returned in haste to the palace. Standing before a mirror, she asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror replied, "Of all the women that were ever seen, you are the most beautiful, dear queen." The wicked queen was happy. No, that's a shame. Hello.
Oh, who is this beautiful girl?
Hello, Prince
This is
Charming.
Snow White, Your Majesty. The jealous queen, her stepmother, poisoned her. She has slipped into a deep sleep.
Let me try to wake her up.
I would be grateful, but first you need to open the 3 locks in the coffin. I'm too old and do not remember how to do it.
Help me open the locks to wake up Snow White.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pick the same color. What? Oh, okay. Blue.
Try to find the same colors. Try to find the same colors.
How about blue?
We did it.
Ah,
Thanks for your help.
there we go.
She is so beautiful.
I know,
we
right?
Must wake her up.
Yes, we
But
must.
how do we do this?
Kiss her. You kiss her. Kiss her. You gotta kiss her.
That's right.
Yes.
Love is stronger than witchcraft.
Yes, it is.
How long have I slept? Thank you, Prince, for waking me up.
I have never seen such a beauty like you, Snow White. Let's go to my father's palace and get married. We can rule the kingdom together.
What about these sweet dwarves? Can we invite them to our wedding too?
Pardon us, we won't be able to come. We have a lot of work here. But we prepared a gift for you, Snow White.
Aw. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, where are the gems?
Oh,
I
they're right
think
here.
We've lost them along the way.
They're right here.
Let's find them.
They're right there. There's one.
Well done. We would not have noticed it. You
Ah.
have sharp eyes.
There we go.
Another gem found.
Yes. Here's another one.
Right, there's the 4th one.
There's another one right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. No? Okay.
And another one.
There we go.
Yay, that's an...
Well, all the gems are found. Thanks a lot.
You're
Please accept
welcome.
our humble gift, Snow White.
Oh, how lovely. Thank you so much. I will never forget your kindness.
That evening, the dwarves returned home to find Snow White lying dead on the floor. What? Wait. What? Okay, we'll just go along with this. I mean, she was awoken. Alright then. "Oh no," said one. "How tragic, how sad, how heartbreaking, how terrible, how wicked," said the others. "Whatever shall we do now?" said the last, and they all wept. The dwarves loved Snow White and laid her in a glass coffin on a hill overlooking the forest. "Her beauty is there for all to see," said the smallest dwarf. Each day the dwarves took turns to watch over her. Then one day the prince from a nearby kingdom came riding by. He saw Snow White lying peacefully in the glass coffin and fell in love with her. "I have never seen such beauty," he said. The smallest dwarf told him Princess Snow White had been driven from her kingdom and poisoned by the jealous queen. The prince was saddened, and lifting the glass lid of the coffin, he spoke to Snow White, saying, "I shall seek out this wicked queen and bring justice to your kingdom, dear princess." Then he kissed her gently on the lips. At that moment, Snow White began to breathe, and the color came back to her pale cheeks and lips. She opened her eyes, and when she saw the prince, she knew that she loved him. A royal wedding was planned, and everyone in the land rejoiced, except the jealous queen, of course. She turned green with envy and red with rage, and then simply exploded into a pile of dust. I'm so sorry. I mean, we all know the classic tale of Snow White. I mean, of course, there's some really twisted endings and really bad twists of how the stories originally came out, but I'm pretty sure that never happened. But continuing on with, so it happened that the prince and princess Snow White were married and lived happily ever after, because that's how fairy tales turn out in the end, as they all do. And so with that, that is the end of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, hit that button down below. And like always, I will catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome. Bye.